Time is the most ruthless currency you'll ever deal with. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose people and meet new ones. But the second you lose time, it's gone forever. Every minute that passes is one you'll never get back. And yet most people live like they've got an endless supply of it. They scroll through their phones, waste hours on meaningless conversations, stay comfortable in mediocrity, and convince themselves they'll get serious tomorrow. But here's the truth: there is no tomorrow. There's only right now. And 2026 isn't far away. It's coming fast, whether you're ready or not. When you wake up in the morning, you are trading a piece of your life for whatever you decide to do that day. That's how time works. It's an exchange. You spend it, and what you get in return defines your future. But most people are spending it like amateurs. They don't even realize they're bankrupting their potential. They waste days doing nothing productive, then cry when their dreams don't materialize. They think success just appears one day like magic. It doesn't. Success is built in the invisible hours that nobody sees. In the mornings you wake up early, in the nights you keep pushing, in the decisions you make when no one's watching. You need to start thinking of time like a weapon, because that's exactly what it is. Every second you use correctly gives you an edge over everyone who's wasting theirs. But if you don't control it, it will destroy you. Time is neutral. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, lazy or driven, confident or scared. It just moves forward. You either move with it or get left behind. And the worst part, you won't even notice it happening. One day you'll look around and realize that the people who used to be on your level are now miles ahead, not because they were smarter, but because they respected the clock more than you did. Every man gets the same 24 hours, but not every man uses them the same way. Some people treat time like treasure. They guard it, protect it, invest it. Others treat it like trash. They throw it away, waste it, never think twice. And that's why when 2026 arrives, there will be two kinds of people: those who are living the results of their discipline and those who are living the consequences of their delay. The difference isn't luck. The difference is time management, not in the way you think with planners and calendars, but with priorities. Because your priorities show the truth about who you are. If you say you want success, but spend your nights watching nonsense, you're lying to yourself. If you say you want change, but keep repeating the same lazy habits, you're not serious. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about how tired you are or how unfair life has been. It doesn't pause because you're confused or unmotivated. It just keeps ticking. That's why only a few people ever win, because they move while everyone else hesitates. They act before they feel ready. They push through the pain. They understand that time rewards movement, not intention. You can't think your way into a better future. You have to act your way into one. And here's the truth: every day that passes without effort is a day stolen from your future. Every time you procrastinate, you're robbing the person you could have become. Think about that. The version of you who's rich, disciplined, respected, free, that version is being built right now through the hours you choose to use or waste. If you're not putting in the work, you're literally killing your future self. The man you dream of becoming is out there waiting for you to stop wasting time and start doing what needs to be done. You have to start seeing time as your most valuable possession. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. The next year, the next month, the next second, they're all building something. Either your empire or your regret. You choose. When 2026 hits, you're either going to look back and thank yourself for every disciplined choice you made, or you're going to look back and wish you'd started sooner. Time is moving, with or without you. The question is, are you moving with it? Every single day, you're faced with a choice, a decision between power and weakness. You might not even notice it, but it's there the moment you open your eyes. When the alarm goes off, do you hit snooze or do you get up? When you're supposed to work, do you focus or do you scroll? When life tests you, do you push back or do you give up? Every decision, every habit, every reaction is shaping your future in silence. You're either building strength or feeding weakness. There's no in between. The man you'll become by 2026 is being written right now in the small moments you think don't matter. You see, most people think success is one massive leap, a big break, a viral moment, a miracle. It's not. Success is built through micro decisions, The little things you do daily when no one's watching. It's choosing discipline when it's boring, choosing focus when distractions scream for attention, choosing consistency when motivation dies. Weak men don't fail because they lack opportunities. They fail because they make weak choices every single day. They choose comfort over growth, pleasure over purpose, and convenience over character. They want results, but they don't want to endure the process. They crave the reward, but they're allergic to the grind. When you look at the people who win, who dominate, who are unshakable, it's not luck, it's discipline. It's thousands of small victories stacked together. It's the decision to do what needs to be done, even when no one will ever notice. Every great man you admire didn't wake up one day at the top. He built himself through these daily wars, the ones fought in silence, the ones nobody claps for. Because discipline isn't glamorous. It's painful, it's repetitive, but it's what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary ones right now. You're training yourself. Whether you realize it or not, you're conditioning your mind and your body with every single action you take. When you choose laziness, you're strengthening weakness. When you choose discipline, you're strengthening power. The mind is like a muscle. It grows in the direction of your decisions. You either train it to conquer or you train it to surrender. You can't expect to be powerful in the big moments if you're weak in the small ones. Strength is built through repetition. Power is built through consistency, so ask yourself, what are you training today? Because 2026 is coming, and it will expose the truth. You can't fake discipline. You can't fake hard work. You can't cheat time. Everything you do today is being recorded in silence, and soon it'll be broadcast as your reality. The man who stays focused, who refuses to settle, who treats every day like it matters, he will rise. The man who takes shortcuts, who keeps waiting for the right time, who can't control his impulses, he will fall. There's no luck in this. There's only cause and effect. You're either preparing to win or preparing to lose. And this is the hard part. Most people think they're choosing rest when really they're choosing regression. They think skipping one workout, one study session, one business call won't matter. But every missed opportunity compounds. Every weak choice multiplies. Before you know it, those little moments of laziness have become your identity. Weakness doesn't announce itself overnight. It sneaks in quietly, disguised as comfort, disguised as taking a break. And then one day you wake up and you've lost the edge. But if you start making strong choices now, even when they're small, they'll add up. You'll start to notice your mind sharpening, your confidence growing, your energy shifting. You'll begin to respect yourself again because you'll know you're keeping promises to yourself. That's what strength really is. It's not how loud you talk. It's how consistent you are when no one's watching. When you can say no to weakness, even when it's tempting. That's when you start becoming dangerous. Every day is a decision. Will you move forward or stay the same? Will you live by emotion or by purpose? Will you act like your goals matter or keep pretending you'll get serious later? The truth is, you don't need motivation. You need accountability. You need to look yourself in the mirror and realize that your daily choices are writing your future. Because 2026 isn't far away, and when it arrives, it'll reflect exactly what you decided to do with every day leading up to it. The greatest illusion most people live under is this idea that they still have plenty of time, that somehow the perfect moment is coming, that they can take it easy today because tomorrow will be better, easier, more convenient. But that illusion is what kills potential. It's what keeps people average, broke, and lost. You keep telling yourself that you'll start the business next month, you'll get disciplined next week, you'll fix your life when you feel ready. But guess what? You'll never feel ready. You'll never have the perfect conditions. The stars will never align. And before you know it, 2026 will arrive and you'll realize that all the time you thought you had has disappeared. The lie of "I have time" is what traps you. It makes you comfortable. It makes you lazy. It gives you permission to waste your life inch by inch. The truth is, you don't have time. You're losing it every single second. Every breath you take is one less you'll ever get. Every day you wake up is one step closer to the ready. Time doesn't ask if you're ready. It doesn't wait for you to find your motivation. It just keeps moving, dragging you along whether you're prepared or not. And one day you'll open your eyes and realize that the opportunities you once had are gone, not because you weren't capable, but because you were too slow to act. You think you'll chase your dreams later. You think you'll get serious about your goals when the timing feels right. But here's the truth. Later is a lie. Later becomes never. The world is full of people who said, "I'll do it later," and now they're old, bitter, and filled with regret. They waited for the right moment, and that moment never came. Because life doesn't reward those who wait, it rewards those who move. The future belongs to the ones who act even when they're uncertain. The people who are winning right now aren't the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who stopped lying to themselves about time. They understood that hesitation costs more than failure ever will. Every year, millions of people promise themselves that next year will be different. They say they'll change, they'll focus, they'll evolve. But when the year ends, nothing's changed. Why? Because they believed they had time. They thought tomorrow would always be there. They thought life would slow down long enough for them to catch up. But time doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't care about your procrastination. It doesn't even care about your dreams. It moves at the same speed, no matter how much you beg it to wait. If you want to win, you have to wake up to the reality that time is your most limited resource. You have to stop living like you'll live twice. You won't. You have one shot at this, and every delay is a step backward. The man who understands urgency will always beat the man who waits for the right moment. Because the right moment doesn't exist. The only moment that matters is now. The reason most people stay average is because they keep thinking they'll start when they're ready. But ready is a myth. You'll never be ready. You'll just be late. So stop telling yourself you've got time. Stop wasting hours on meaningless distractions. Stop saying one day and start saying today. The difference between the life you dream of and the life you're living is how seriously you take time. The people who achieve greatness don't wait for things to happen, they make them happen. They treat every second like it matters because they know it does. They move fast, think sharp, and execute relentlessly. They live with urgency, not because they're scared of running out of time, but because they understand that time is the most valuable thing they'll ever own. And here's the thing, 2026 isn't far away. It's not some distant future. It's 2 years that will pass faster than you think. The question is, who will you be when it gets here? The same person you are now, making the same excuses, wasting the same time? Or will you be unrecognizable, sharper, stronger, richer, wiser, because you decided to stop believing in someday? Every second that passes is a warning. The illusion of time is fading. You can keep waiting, or you can start becoming. Because the truth is, time isn't your friend, it's your test. And the only ones who pass are the ones who treat every moment like it's their last chance to build the life they want. Every man wants success. Every man dreams about freedom, power, wealth, and respect. But here's the hard truth: very few are willing to pay the price that success demands. Everyone wants the outcome, but no one wants the sacrifice. You say you want to be rich, but you sleep 8 hours a night. You say you want to be powerful, but you waste hours scrolling through nonsense, escaping reality instead of conquering it. You talk about becoming great, but you can't even control your own habits. That's the reality most people avoid: the fact that success requires pain, focus, and ruthless self-discipline. There's no shortcut, no cheat code, no easy path. You have to bleed for it. You have to grind when no one's watching. You have to do the work even when it feels impossible. The biggest problem with most people is that they want comfort and greatness at the same time, and that's never going to happen. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Every time you choose what's easy, you kill your potential. You tell the universe, "I don't deserve more." You become addicted to distractions, food, entertainment, gossip, anything that keeps you comfortable. But the truth is, everything you want lies beyond that comfort. You want to be successful. Then you need to outwork, outthink, and outlast everyone around you. You need to train your mind to embrace discomfort, because that's where strength is built. Think about it. The reason the top 1% dominate every field isn't because they're born special, it's because they made sacrifices that others weren't willing to make. They said no to parties, No to laziness, no to mediocrity. They cut off toxic people, avoided useless conversations, and replaced them with hours of self-improvement, learning, and execution. They didn't have more talent, they just had more willpower. They understood that if you want to live like a king, you can't live like the crowd. The crowd wants instant pleasure. The king wants long-term power. If you can't control yourself, someone else will control you. That's how the world works. The weak become slaves to the system because they lack discipline. They chase dopamine like addicts, the next meal, the next show, the next distraction. And while they waste their time, the strong ones are building empires. Discipline is what separates the men from the boys, the winners from the watchers. You can't call yourself ambitious if you can't even command yourself to stay focused for an hour. Real success starts with self-control. It starts with the moment you say, I will do this no matter how I feel. Feelings are temporary. Discipline is eternal. Every man needs to realize this. If you don't make sacrifices for what you want becomes the sacrifice. You can't have it both ways. You can't chase success and comfort together. You can't build a future while clinging to your excuses. You can't become powerful while acting weak. Every decision you make is a statement of who you are becoming. You either build yourself or destroy yourself. There's no in between. The reason most people never rise is because they never demand more from themselves. They live at 50% capacity, afraid of pain, afraid of effort, afraid of failing. But the truth is, pain is the path. Every rep, every loss, every long night of work, it's building the version of you who can handle everything life throws at you. Stop chasing motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Some days, you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you'll feel broken. That's when discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline says, get up anyway. Discipline says, work even when no one's watching. Discipline says, you don't deserve comfort until you've earned it. And when you live that way, success becomes inevitable. The world bends for the man who refuses to quit. The man who stays consistent when everyone else gives up. The man who shows up when no one else does. You need to ask yourself, are you willing to sacrifice comfort for greatness? Because if you're not, someone else will. Someone else out there is hungrier than you, working while you're sleeping, planning while you're distracted. And 2 years from now, when 2026 arrives, he'll be living the life you wanted. Not because he's better, but because he was willing to do what you wouldn't. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards execution. The one who pays the price wins the prize. That's the rule. Always has been, always will be. Time, that's the one thing everyone has, yet almost no one respects. Every second that passes is gone forever. It will never come back. You can make more money, you can rebuild your body, you can repair your reputation, but you can never buy back time. And that's why the most dangerous mistake people make is thinking they have plenty of it. They say, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll do it next year, as if time is on their side. But 2026 is closer than you think. The future isn't some distant dream. It's arriving faster than you're prepared for. Every day you waste, every moment you spend scrolling, complaining, or procrastinating, you're falling further behind. The world is moving, opportunities are evolving, and those who are ready will dominate. Those who aren't will vanish, forgotten by time. You see, the reason most people never reach their goals isn't because they lack potential. It's because they don't treat time as their most valuable asset. They treat it like an infinite resource, trading hours for entertainment, gossip, or mindless distractions. They don't realize that every wasted hour is an investment just invested in failure instead of success. The rich, the powerful, the unstoppable, they understand that time is currency. They guard it, they control it, they use it to create, to grow, to move closer to what they want. While the average man wastes his evenings on nonsense, the disciplined man is building his empire. While others are sleeping, he's learning, planning, executing. That's why the gap keeps growing. Because one man treats time as gold, and the other treats it as dirt. You think you have time, but time has you. Every tick of the clock is your life slipping away. Every minute brings you closer to the end. That might sound dark, but it's the truth you need to face. Because when you realize how little time you truly have, you stop wasting it. You stop caring about meaningless drama. You stop trying to impress people who don't matter. You stop saying, someday, and start saying today, the people who win in life are those who understand urgency. They act fast, think sharp, and move with purpose. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They know that hesitation kills dreams faster than failure ever will. There's a silent war happening right now, not with guns or politics, but with attention. Your time and focus are under attack. Every app, every algorithm, every notification is designed to trap you, to keep you distracted, to keep you lazy. Because a distracted man is a defeated man. A man who can't control his attention can't control his life. And that's exactly what the system wants: obedient consumers who spend their time watching others live instead of building their own reality. You need to wake up and fight back. You need to protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Every minute you give to distraction is a piece of your future you'll never get back. Ask yourself this: what if you treated time the way the wealthy treat money? What if you tracked it, invested it, multiplied it? Imagine where you'd be a year from now if you used every hour with intention. Imagine if instead of watching, you were creating. Instead of waiting, you were moving. Instead of wishing, you were working. The truth is, small, consistent actions compounded over time build unimaginable results. But the problem is, most people never stay consistent long enough to see the payoff. They quit after a week, complain after a month, and wonder why nothing changes after a year. Because they don't respect time. They don't understand that mastery takes repetition, and repetition takes time not wasted, but invested wisely. You want 2026 to be different. Then start acting like time matters. Stop letting it slip through your fingers like sand. Every second can build your empire or destroy it. Every hour can move you closer to your dream or bury you deeper in regret. The choice is always yours. The clock doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care about your excuses, your emotions, or your comfort. It keeps moving whether you're ready or not. You can spend your life watching it tick away, or you can use it as your weapon. The most dangerous man in the room is the one who values time because he understands how limited it is. He knows every sunrise is a reminder that he's running out of chances. And that's exactly why he moves with urgency while everyone else waits for. Someday you don't need more time. You just need to stop wasting the time you already have. The problem isn't the clock, it's your choices. The man who treats every hour like gold will always outgrow the man who treats it like nothing. The one who moves today will dominate tomorrow. Because the truth is simple: the future belongs to those who act before it arrives. And 2026, it's almost here. You need to understand something about the world we're living in. It's changing faster than ever before, and most people have no idea how unprepared they are. Every year feels shorter. Every trend fades quicker. Every opportunity demands faster execution. The game is moving, and if you're standing still, you're already losing. 2026 isn't some distant future. It's practically tomorrow. The question isn't whether it's coming, it's whether you'll be ready when it arrives. Because by then, the world will have separated into two types of people: those who adapted and thrived, and those who complained and stayed the same. Right now, the decisions you're making are building the foundation of your 2026. Every habit, every action, every hour you spend is shaping who you'll become 2 years from now. The man who wakes up early, trains his mind and body, studies his craft, and refuses to waste time, that man will be unstoppable by 2026. The man who sleeps in, procrastinates, and blames everything except himself will be in the exact same spot, wondering why nothing ever changes. That's the reality. The future doesn't care about your excuses. It only cares about your preparation. Most people think the future is about luck. They believe success just happens. But the truth is, luck follows discipline. Fortune follows focus. If you want to be ahead in 2026, you need to move like it's already here. The winners are preparing in silence while everyone else is distracted by nonsense. They're stacking skills, stacking discipline, stacking knowledge. They're not waiting for motivation, they're driven by necessity. They understand that survival in this fast world means self-mastery. You must control your time, your emotions, your energy, and your habits. Because if you don't, the world will control them for you. Look around, technology is advancing, industries are shifting, AI is changing the rules. People are losing jobs, businesses are dying, and the ones who can't adapt are being left behind. The ones who understand this new reality are already building, learning, and transforming themselves. You can't afford to live in denial. You can't afford to think you have years to figure things out. You don't. The window is shrinking. Every delay is costing you a piece of your future. Every excuse is a brick in the wall that separates you from success. By 2026, the world will reward the disciplined and destroy the lazy. It will reward the focused and crush the distracted. If you want to win, you must become the kind of person the world can't ignore. You must be sharper, faster, more resilient. You must move with urgency, not fear. Stop looking at life as something that happens to you. Start seeing it as something you command. Because everything around you is a reflection of what you tolerate. If you tolerate mediocrity, that's what you'll live in. If you demand excellence, that's what you'll create. 2026 will not transform you, it will expose you. It will show exactly who's been putting in the work and who's been pretending. You need to stop fantasizing about success and start becoming the person capable of handling it. Too many people want the reward without the discipline, the fame without the grind, the comfort without the struggle. That's why they stay stuck. You have to decide right now that you'll be different, that you'll sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term dominance, that you'll do what others won't so you can live how others can't. Every rep you do, every book you read, every moment you spend building yourself is a seed planted in the soil of your future. When 2026 arrives, you'll either harvest greatness or regret. The choice is yours. Think about this. Time will pass whether you act or not. 2 years will come and go. You can either arrive in 2026 stronger, wealthier, and wiser, or you can arrive exactly where you are now, blaming the world for your lack of progress. The difference between those outcomes isn't luck, it's daily effort. It's the moments when you wanted to quit but didn't. It's the nights you worked when everyone else was asleep. It's the hours you spent learning while others wasted theirs on entertainment. That's what builds momentum. That's what creates a version of you that dominates the future instead of fearing it. So start now. Not tomorrow, not next week. The clock is already ticking. Every second you hesitate, someone else is getting ahead. Every day you waste, someone else is using that same time to build. You can't control the future, but you can control your preparation for it. You can't predict what's coming, but you can ensure you're ready for whatever it brings. When 2026 arrives, make sure you're not the one asking, where did the time go? Make sure you're the one saying, I built this. I earned this. I was ready for this. Because the future belongs to those who act like it's already here at the end of everything. Remember, this 2026 is not some faraway dream. It's right around the corner. The future is coming faster than you think, and it's not waiting for anyone. Every day you hesitate, every second you waste, every excuse you make is pushing you further from the life you say you want. Nobody is going to hand it to you. Nobody is going to save you. The only one who can shape the next version of you is you. This is your time to prove that you can rise above distraction, above comfort, above mediocrity. Because the truth is, while most people are still planning, a few are already executing, and those are the ones who will rule 2026. The years don't slow down, but you can speed up. You can sharpen your focus, control your habits, and commit to your growth. You can decide that the next 2 years won't be wasted on waiting, they'll be built on action. You have to understand your future self is being built right now in the decisions you make today. The man you want to become is hidden inside the work you're avoiding, the discipline you're neglecting, and the effort you keep postponing. You can either face that truth today or regret it tomorrow. So make the choice. Decide that you won't sleepwalk through your own life. Decide that 2026 will not surprise you, it will reward you. Because when that year comes, it won't care about your excuses, your fears, or your comfort. It will only care about what you've built, how hard you've worked, and how prepared you are. Time is moving. The world is changing. You can either evolve or be erased. The future is already on its way, and the question you need to ask yourself is simple when 2026 arrives. Will you be ready for it, or will you be wishing you started today?